tell you what, in today's society, threats to our safety can come at any time from any direction.
But knowing and practicing self-defense could quite possibly save your life in a time of trouble. We're going to get a few tips and tricks on how you can do that in just a few minutes. But first, I'd like to learn a little bit more about the importance of self-defense. This is owner of the Delaware Self-Defense Academy. This is Professor Ronnie Wuest.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about you. Give us your background.
Well, you know, I started training in Jiu-Jitsu back around 20 years ago this month, as a matter of fact. It came from a situation where many years before that there was a shooting and a stabbing I was involved in on the wrong end, and it really caused me to kind of rethink, do I need self-defense or not? And I was committed to it from that point on. And I've been training Jiu-Jitsu about 20 years now.
Right.
And we opened up in 2009. And I have no idea how many people have actually benefited from it, because they don't know that they benefit if they avoided a confrontation. But I do know that when we do get letters and emails from parents on that their child's no longer afraid to go to school.
That's good.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, and it is important. And it's not just that they can defend themselves, but they have the confidence that if they do get in a situation, they're okay.
Absolutely,
Yeah. All right, who is your, I guess, target audience? Who is your student?
Everybody.
Everybody. Really?
Yeah.
Any age?
Any age.
Male, man, woman?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Anybody. Yeah. It's that simple.
So
everybody needs self-defense.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu, that's like a particular, I don't know if division is the right word or not, a particular area of martial arts. What is Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, Jiu-Jitsu goes back generations, but what we, in my academy, we teach Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And we accredit it back to about the beginning of the 1900s when the Gracie family began learning Jiu-Jitsu from the Japanese that immigrated into Brazil. And the importance of it was, one of the Gracie family members, Elio Gracie, was a very small, frail man. He wasn't very healthy. And he was watching the big, strong Japanese fighters. And he's like, I can't do that. I'm too small. I'm too frail. What about me? And as he watched and learned and watched, he was able to kind of refine and modify the techniques for a smaller person to be effective. When I say small, grown man, 5'4", 120 pounds. So against a 220 pounder, it's not going to be as even. So he really redefined Jiu-Jitsu as an art, and that's what we have today.
Now, there are a lot of misconceptions about self-defense, I think, about taking a self-defense class. Can you clear any of those up?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I grew up in the 70s with the Kung Fu movies and the David Carradine movies and all the flashy things, and unfortunately, that's what people believe it is. Many people think, well, I'm not athletic enough, or I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm not healthy enough. And those are all wrong. You know, you don't have to be healthy, you don't have to be athletic, you don't have to be strong and fit and fast and even remotely in shape to do self-defense. Self-defense is an awareness, it's a preparedness. Now it does escalate from there if it needs to, but it's just it's an awareness and preparedness at first.
Do I understand that you offer your training to law enforcement?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I take that a little bit kind of personal. My son's a police officer.
Ah.
All right, well, you said anyone can do it.
Absolutely. Anyone
can do self-defense, so we're going to make you prove it, because that includes Jimmy and myself. So we're just getting started with you. Up next, you're going to show us a few moves.
Okay.
That's got to be interesting. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back. Well, before the break, Professor Ronnie Wuest, the owner of Delaware Self-Defense Academy, told us why it's so important to know and practice self-defense.
Now, we're going to learn a few moves ourselves. Professor Wuest is back with us. So what are you going to show us today?
Well, since we only have a limited amount of time, we're just going to do some very basic, common kind of questions. People ask, what do I do if?
Yeah.
The first one would be someone's grabbing you by the neck and they're pushing you, whether it be towards the wall in the parking lot, whatever. Yeah. So I'll show it, and you're going to do it. So you guys me?
Okay.
My hands go up, block the punch. As she's pushing me, I step, turn, and sit on the elbow.
And sit on the elbow.
Okay, one more time.
Okay.
My hands go up to block a punch.
Yeah.
As she's pushing.
All right.
Okay, but I'm a little longer arm than you are.
Let's see.
So this isn't going to be a big deal,
Okay,
right?
so you're
I come
coming
up like
at
this,
me,
right?
And then I push.
Yeah, well, you make sure he's not going to punch you.
Okay.
Grab his hand.
And grab his hand.
Pushing her.
Step over.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Are you okay? Sorry, Jimmy.
Whose idea was this segment? Okay.
But I mean, that would be
works.
easy to do. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. Another one would be a two-hand choke from behind.
Okay.
Someone's walking to their car, someone grabs them. She grabs.
Okay.
Base. Come up here.
Uh-huh.
Step out and then.
Oh, so it's really about incapacitating that person's arm, and
Right.
they have the decision about either letting go or having their arm broken.
Right on. One more time. So
Okay, so I'm coming up from behind.
Base.
Okay, you
You
grab my
shear.
arm.
Step.
Okay.
So I see you shrugging your shoulders
So I
too.
want to make my neck strong to delay the choking effect. Make it
Oh.
harder to be choked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Jimmy.
So
you
if
wanna
I'm
try
not really.
it? You want to?
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
But I'm gonna.
Okay, you might have
so
to
I'm
show
here.
me again.
Okay,
so
so
I'm
I'm gonna come
coming.
around back.
I'm coming up like this to
So yep, you're gonna make a little wide base too.
wide base right
Reach
there.
up and grab whichever hand you can reach.
Okay.
Right.
And then.
Now this hand goes here.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze the hand. Now there you
Holy
go. Yep.
mackerel.
I'm really not. I'm not. Come on, you're being a little dramatic.
I am not messing with this woman. I just want to be perfectly clear.
So people might find themselves in this situation whether they know the attacker or they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we were talking about the chokehold sometimes in domestic violence situations. Unfortunately, a lot of women find themselves in that situation. So
And you don't need a weapon.
No.
no.
No weapons up here.
Now I understand you do seminars with businesses and organizations.
I do. I've always thought it was a good idea for a business to offer employees value. And in today's day and age, a lot of times it can't be money.
Yeah.
So I have I always offer if a business wants to sponsor a seminar, like a 1 or 2 hour seminar for their employees, I always volunteer to do those for free.
Wow. This means a lot to you.
It does.
What made that difference that you became so impassioned about this that you wanted to?
I like hearing people say thank you. That I feel better, I feel safe, or my daughter feels safe.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's important to me.
And again, all ages too, because someone, 10
start
years
at 3.
old could do that. 3? Okay, and someone 93.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess situational awareness comes into this a lot, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. When you train in jiu-jitsu, it's a lot more than what we just did. It's awareness and preparedness and a comfort being in a confrontation. When you're comfortable, you can think better.
All right. Well, Ronnie, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
teaching me.
Yes.
Now we know that Jimmy won't get out of hand anymore. That's the biggest question I get.
Ever.
How do you keep Jimmy straight?
Oh,
Well,
now we know.
if you would like some more information on Delaware Self-Defense Academy, go to our website, delmarvalife.com.